Imagine a world where the top predators weren't mammals, but giant flightless birds. Picture vast plains and dense forests echoing not with the roars of big cats, but with the thunderous footsteps and piercing calls of enormous birds. These were the terror birds, Phorusrhacidae ruling ancient South America with speed and power. For millions of years they dominated their environment, unmatched by any mammalian rival. Unlike today's birds, they were apex hunters, stalking grasslands and forests with keen eyes and devastating beaks. Their sharp senses and agility made them formidable, able to chase down prey with terrifying precision. Their reign challenges our ideas of what birds can be, revealing a lost era of feathered dominance. These creatures were not just survivors, but rulers of their world. The fossil record tells their story: massive skulls, hooked beaks, and bones built for pursuit. Each fossil unearthed adds a new piece to the puzzle of their mysterious past. The name terror bird wasn't coined in a lab. It came from the awe their remains inspired. Even today, their fossils spark wonder and curiosity among scientists and the public alike. These were not gentle giants, but predators built for brutal efficiency. Their powerful legs and lethal beaks made them the ultimate hunters of their time. They remind us that evolution can create the most astonishing and formidable creatures. Nature's creativity knows no bounds, and the terror bird is a perfect example of this wild ingenuity. The terror bird stands as a testament to a time when the world's most fearsome hunter was a bird, not a mammal. Their story is a powerful reminder of how different the past could be. Their legacy is a window into a forgotten chapter of life on Earth, inviting us to imagine a world ruled by the beak and claw, not tooth and fang. Terror birds first emerged about 62 million years ago, in the aftermath of the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs. As the world recovered from this cataclysm, new creatures began to rise and fill the empty ecological niches left behind. In South America, then a vast, isolated continent surrounded by oceans, they quickly became the top predators. Over millions of years, they evolved into a remarkable variety of species, each adapted to different environments and prey. With no large mammalian rivals to compete with, terror birds thrived in the continent's sprawling grasslands and dense forests, hunting the strange native mammals that roamed these ancient landscapes. Their long isolation allowed them to dominate South America's wild places for nearly 60 million years, shaping the ecosystem as apex predators. The world during this era was much warmer than today, covered in lush forests and sprawling savannas, teeming with unique and bizarre animals found nowhere else on Earth. Eventually, a dramatic geological event changed everything. The Isthmus of Panama formed, connecting North and South America for the first time in millions of years. This new land bridge allowed some terror birds, like the formidable Titanis wallari, to migrate northward. Fossils of these giant birds have even been discovered in Texas and Florida. Their empire now stretched across 2 continents, but this expansion brought new challenges and fierce competition from northern predators. The stage was set for a dramatic shift in the balance of power, as the world and its rulers were about to change forever. Picture a bird as tall as a human, but far more intimidating than any living species you know today. Its head alone was the size of a horse's, with powerful jaws and a gaze that could freeze prey in its tracks. The beak was massive and hooked, shaped like a battle axe, perfect for delivering crushing blows and tearing flesh. The largest terror birds, such as Kelenken, stood up to 3 meters tall, easily towering over most people and dominating their environment. Their legs were long, muscular, and built for speed, allowing them to sprint after prey with surprising agility and power. Each foot was armed with sharp talons, capable of pinning, wounding, and even killing victims with a single strike. Their wings were tiny and useless for flight. These birds relied entirely on their strength and speed on the ground, not in the air. Their skeletons were incredibly robust, with thick, strong necks designed to wield their massive heads like living battering rams. Covered in feathers, they may have blended into their surroundings with camouflage, or perhaps displayed bright colors to intimidate rivals or attract mates. We can only imagine their true appearance, but their fossils reveal a predator perfectly built for both speed and overwhelming strength. The terror bird was a living contradiction, both bird and beast, a true marvel of prehistoric evolution. Terror birds hunted like big cats, using stealth, speed, and surprise. They stalked prey through tall grass, then exploded into a sprint, closing in with powerful strides. Their main weapon, a massive beak, used to strike down prey with bone-crushing force. Some theories suggest they kicked or slashed with their talons to trip and wound victims. For smaller animals, they may have grabbed and smashed them against the ground. Unlike lions, they didn't suffocate prey. They killed with swift, brutal strikes. After the kill, they tore flesh with their hooked beaks, swallowing chunks whole. Terror birds were nature's answer to the big cats. Different tools, same deadly results. The largest terror bird, Kelencan, stood 3 meters tall and weighed up to 180 kilograms, heavier than an ostrich, rivaling a lion. Its skull was over 70 centimeters long, the biggest bird skull ever found. Some species could sprint up to 50 kilometers per hour, racehorse speed in a giant bird. Their beaks delivered vertical chopping blows, like a living battle axe. Computer models show their beaks were built for powerful strikes, not grappling. Fascinatingly, their inner ears were tuned to low-frequency sounds, helping them detect distant prey or communicate across open plains. They weren't just brutes, they were sophisticated hunters, using sight, speed, and sound. Every aspect of their anatomy was fine-tuned for predation. The terror bird was a marvel of evolutionary engineering. After millions of years at the top, the terror bird's reign ended about 2 million years ago. The formation of the Isthmus of Panama brought new predators, wolves, saber-toothed cats, into South America. These mammals hunted in packs, had powerful jaws and larger brains. Terror birds, solitary hunters, suddenly faced fierce competition and smarter rivals. New herbivores from the north were faster and harder to catch, while native prey declined. Climate change altered their habitats, shrinking the open spaces they needed. Squeezed by competition and environmental shifts, their numbers dwindled. It was a perfect storm of new threats and changing landscapes. The age of the feathered predator gave way to the rise of mammalian hunters. The terror bird is a prehistoric what-if, a glimpse into a world where birds, not mammals, ruled as apex predators. Their story challenges our assumptions about evolution and the natural order. Studying them reveals how ecosystems rise and fall, and how even the mightiest can vanish. Their fossils are a cautionary tale about adaptation, competition, and extinction. The image of a 3-meter-tall, sprinting bird with a lethal beak fires the imagination. They connect us to a wilder, more unpredictable past. The terror bird is proof of nature's endless creativity and a reminder that the world is always changing. Their legacy endures, inspiring awe and curiosity with every new discovery.